in probably around 1950 or a little before. He built a stone house next to it that it's now where Eunice lives. But I played with his son. He had a son my age. I played with him.
What was his name?
Robert Blois. And then he sold it to a man named Rank. Kind of funny, the man's name was Shirley and the woman's name was Paul. They opened the bar, hamburger on one end of it. And then they had the package store and the big store on the other end of it.
Still had that even the day it burned.
That I shed?
A newer one, I'm sure it was, but it was still...
Well, I moved that. I took a chain on it, and it was over at Jarvis's, what's now Jarvis's. That belonged to some other people then. I drug it over to the big store. They had a son, Shirley and Paul had a son named Kenneth. He graduated from West Plains High School with me and was a good friend. He's probably one of the few people in life that I would list as a good friend. I saw him at the high school reunion 35, and he was just as nice and pleasant as could be. And he's a disc jockey in Fort Smith.
I think you told me before on the big store that when they first opened it, they kind of had a vision and it kind of failed.
Yeah, they had a vision of a general, like the old West, where you could buy everything that you needed. That you could find it at that one stop. Well, it just didn't work out. The economy, the local people didn't have any money. They were very frugal about what they bought. That's why it failed. Plus, they had a liquor store, and that makes some money. But in that particular county, it was legal, but it was frowned on by the people. So if you were seen going in that store, you better come out with a package that didn't look like a bottle, because they really frowned on drinking, and that hurt his business. And then I think he assumed that Lake Norfolk would do more than what it did. It today is a pretty good tourist attraction, but at the time that Blois was there, only the locals even knew about it.